been on social media, Instagram, I get this ad that pops up all the time for this Noxgear 39G, their little Bluetooth speaker that uses a heavy-duty magnetic clip, and it clips onto your shirt or your jacket or your shorts, wherever you want to put it. And it's got a speaker in the top, and it has a 4-way directional button on the front of it, along with a center button, kind of a mode button. And up, pushing up does volume, up down does volume, and left right does your track advance, left, forward and back. And then the center button turns it on, allows you to pair it, and I think you can do some other functions. I'm going to look at that in the instructions in a bit. So this is the box, and here's the item. It is very small. It is actually the exact same size as it is on the box. I laid it on top of the box, exact same size. Very light. It does clip onto the shirt really well. It's kind of a ring in the back there. Like, pull this off, and you put the one side, you put this inside your shirt, and you put this on the outside, and it just snaps on there and it stays put. Last night when I was wearing it, I was wearing more of a standard running shirt, and I had it right here, kind of right in my chest. And I have to say, this speaker, the sound coming up was so nice, and it gets way louder than I need it to be. But I was just listening to some podcasts last night, and the audio from the podcast sounded really nice. I'm interested to hear how it does when I'm moving a little bit faster, and how it does with music. But if I just were to use this for podcasts, I would say it's outstanding. Yeah, decent volume, decent sound quality, plenty of volume, and it also has a clip on the back, so you can kind of clip it onto, again, your waist, or if you want to clip it on your shirt, you can kind of do this number, so it's clipped on and not using that magnetic fastener, so that's an option as well. Yeah, it seems like it's well made. It's incredibly light. The 39G is the 39 grams. It has a standard kind of, that small standard charging cable that everybody has, 20 or 30 of them laying around. You can also plug in an auxiliary out, so you can send, I think you can use an additional microphone with this. I have to look into that, but there is an audio out there at the bottom. And other than that, it's just a large speaker on top. So we're going to take it up here and take it for a spin. I'll record some audio with the camera and see how it sounds. And it has a microphone. You can, one more thing, you can take and make calls with this as well. So it's not just a speaker to listen. You can actually take calls and talk with a small microphone built here in the front. So again, seems like a pretty good product. They're regularly $100, but I found a coupon for, I think, 35% off or 30% off. I don't recall exactly what it was, but with shipping, I had it somewhere in the $68 range, I think, is what I actually, to my house and everything. So I noticed with running longer events, ultra marathons or training runs, that no matter what you wear in my ears, whether they're earbuds or over the ears and in the ear or the bone conduction, eventually after several hours, wherever that contact point is with that earbud or the hangovers or the bone conduction, the ears are sensitive, and I often notice that they get sore after several hours. So having something to change over into that doesn't have any contact, it's kind of a nice, if nothing else, a nice backup to kind of go to in a longer event or in a longer training run, to have just something that won't provide any sort of chafing or rubbing or just wear on your body as you're going, running up and down and all those good things. I'm not sure the battery life on this. I will have to look at that, and I will make sure I include information about that, maybe down in the description. But you can look it up, and I'm sure you've seen the ads. They pop up, at least on my Instagram feed, all the time. I don't do a whole lot of Facebook, but I'm sure they're over there too. I'm sure they're hitting all that social media advertising pretty heavy. Good product so far for my kind of short test, and I'll try it out today with music and trying some of those features. Maybe I'll try to make a call and see how it takes making a call. So that's few miles. Might not even run a whole lot, to be honest. Little shout out to my tattoo guy, Mike. 39G real quick. Let me see here real quick. 12-hour battery, it says. It says 12-hour battery. I'm not sure. That sounds extremely long. 12-hour. I'm not sure about that. It is waterproof. Hands-free, sports clip, Bluetooth 4.2, and yeah, the headphone jack. Untether you from your smartphone. So anyway, 39G. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a shot today. I'm gonna pull the magnet off. I'm gonna see if this shirt's a little bit thicker than a kind of a standard running shirt, but we'll see how it. Just like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set up the pairing. The pairing is pretty typical. Go to your Bluetooth, turn on the device.
Noxgear 39G activated. Battery good.
There you go. Got the confirmation, and it connected automatically because I connected last night. So
I'm there typing away and typing, and it pops up about 100 matches.
So right now I have on a podcast, and
it says quiet now, and it says over 6 foot. David's a tall guy.
Not doing a very good job of this.
Possibly.
Those particular bones, just a few partial skeletons, turned up during construction of a Walmart.
Not sure how that sounds on the GoPro.
The place where
it's very loud. It is pointed directly up, and very easy to hear. I've got to turn it down because I feel like I'm yelling. So there's the audio.
She says no. She says it's looking like he's only about 5'9".
Still, Velasquez had a hunch that she had finally
sounds pretty good with the podcast.
And she wasn't the sort of person to give up on a hunch.
No.
And I said, can we please...
I'm gonna put on a little music. Gotta say, it sounds so good right now.
I've never seen a storm like this.
It's a little boxy.
I've never seen a war like it.
I'm sure it doesn't have great bass. I mean, it's a tiny little speaker, but it's not designed to be a high-end audio system. It provides the music that you want to hear, and it's hands-free. The battery lasts longer than most wireless headphones. I found most of my Bluetooth headphones, the battery's 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. This says 12. I'd have to do like a real test to see if it'll last 12 hours. But the sound is good, not great. I like that it's pointed direct up at me. I don't feel like I'm bothering people around me because I feel like the sound is really for me because the angle of the speaker. Yeah, so good. It's good. I'm gonna put something on that has maybe a little more of a beat to it. Let me see here if I can see how this sounds. That's pretty good. Again, it's not amazing, but it certainly does exactly what it's supposed to. I wonder if that's my phone or the Bluetooth. I'm not sure if that's the Bluetooth connection from the device or an error with my phone, so something happened there. I can control the volume on my phone or on here. The buttons work really good. I'm afraid if my hands are really cold or in gloves, that might not work so well because it's a very flat surface to control. It's not really raised very much, but I rarely change the volume on a song, and I rarely change tracks. I usually put a playlist on and I go. So don't know that that's going to be an issue for me, but for some people it might be. Like I said, you can control the volume with your phone too, because you're kind of changing that Bluetooth output volume. But
I'm smoking coffee, still lean on the ring like Boston. My young bitch, I'm fine like Henry when she made that movie coffee. But when my wife in town, ain't Jackie Brown, just stay up off me. Cause if they don't, somebody get shot and they gon' buy a coffin. With the pull of a panic grenade and a crowd that they feed in the soul of a toxin. I'm a fool with a win, I'm a man to be live, but the devil's not drowning in softness. In the urn of the dirt, get tossed in. With a pen of a smirk and a coffin. I'm a sin on a burst like a kid in a hurk of a non in a cup.
I must say, you do not feel it bouncing. I'm not running fast, but certainly jumping around a lot. And again, I feel it moving a little bit, but it's not a distraction. It's certainly not an issue. So that's awesome. Oh, look at this. So pretty. It's like a little splash of sunshine. Check that out. Whole little grove of those trees. Pretty cool. Yeah, so very first impressions is it's great. I'm not sure what else I would want. I mean, you can always ask for better recording quality, or sound quality, I mean. But I mean, you have to be realistic about something this size when it has a speaker like that, because there's only so much they can do. I don't even know if it's a 1-inch speaker, to be honest. It is tiny. I mean, you can see it there. So my battery died on the GoPro while I was on my run, so I had to wait till I got home to kind of finish up my final thoughts. And I say go for it. Grab one of these. If you can get for the discount code, awesome. I got mine, I think at 35% off was my discount code. They're normally $99, $99.95, whatever. But if you can find one for like, if you can get it for 50 bucks or 70 bucks or whatever it is, some sort of a discount code, and you listen to music or podcasts while you're running, it's great. It's really, really awesome. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'll be using this in kind of a rotation. I kind of like to mix it up. I've been using a lot of the bone conduction headphones recently, but this is going to go, I think, to the front of the line for my listening pleasure while I'm on the trails, just because I like being able to have my ears open. The one-touch pause is really great, going through those different modes. As long as, again, I said about the gloves and your hands, these are not going to work great with gloves on, these directional things. The mode button will work fine. The center button will be great. But the volume up, down, and the track button, I can't count on those when I have gloves on, I don't think. So, but still, take a glove off, advance it, take it back, whatever you need to do. And as I said previously, I almost never advance through tracks or scan back, or I put something on and I let it go. It's just what I do. So for that, it's great. I don't know if I mentioned this before. It does have like a belt clip that you can kind of slip over. Either, you know, you can slip that over your shirt, you know, that style, or if you can use that magnetic fastener, it does work. It works good. I'm just kind of a klutz, but that's normal. So yeah, Noxgear 39G, thumbs up. I would say grab yourself one. Catch you on the trails. That works, right?